Hi, welcome to Myers ASMR. I'm so glad to see you. Do you know that you're good beyond anyone's description to define you? You're good beyond anyone's description to define you. Look what I got here. I was at Walmart the other day and I picked up a chicken pot pie by Marie Callender's. So when you microwave it, you keep it in the container. This is how it came out. It looks done. I'm excited because I've never had chicken pot pie before. So let's just get to it. I think I let it sit long enough to cool down. So I guess you keep it in this paper and you eat it like that. Yeah. Trying to get it out of there is probably gonna make a crumbly mess. Let me find my prop. Well, let me get the other prop. Wow, that's pretty elevated. Well, let's just get into it. I'm kind of hungry. I sure hope it's good. I guess you just dig in, right? I sure hope this thing is fully cooked. Well, looks good so far. Smells good. Hope it's not too salty. Chicken pot pie, y'all. Oh, it's hot. That's good. It is salty. It's a little bit too salty. It tastes the way I expected it to. I think I was supposed to let it cool for 5 minutes. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Thank goodness for that. Because this is breakfast. I do have some leftover banana chocolate smoothie from yesterday, just in case. I love crust. I wonder what this gravy is made out of. The filling is chicken broth, which is water, chicken flavor, salt, and chicken fat. Okay. Well, that sounds like what it should be. A nice amount of veggies, with Thanksgiving coming up. these with some turkey leftovers. Most of us are probably going to have vegetables and meat left over. Not everybody wants to eat turkey stew. So this will be a nice, easy lunch. You don't have to worry about a thermos spilling. The people I know don't eat meat, so that's gonna make my Thanksgiving very easy. I don't have to worry about cooking all those meats, especially that big old turkey that takes a long time. So I'm not even gonna have a turkey because it would just be me eating it. So I can make a veggie pot pie. I knew these were good, I just didn't have a chance in all of my 51 years to ever have a chicken pot pie. I almost had one at KFC, but it was gonna take like 15 or 20 minutes for them to cook it, so I said that's okay. No, I don't think that's what it was. I think they were out of them. I'm not sure. But now I can go back and go get one. Oops. Yeah, that's what's going on here. It reminds me of soup in a bread bowl. Have you had that? It is the best. There used to be an Uno Pizzeria in my area, and I don't know, it's not there anymore, but when I went there, I used to love their clam chowder in a bread bowl. Oh my gosh. It made the bread so creamy. And you would tear it off and dip it. And oh, the bread was so nice and moist with the soup on it. And then when you were done, you would have that crispy piece of bread that was, nice and like moist from the soup. So like the outside would be crispy and it would still have like the soup on it. And you would eat that bread and you would crunch it. Oh my God. I'm telling you that thing was a whole meal. Maybe I should take that for lunch. Find some bread bowls. I mean, it's the same idea as this. It's got to be good bread. I think. I'm not sure if Uno used sourdough. It's got to be good crust. There's a few crumbs over here, which you know how I feel about that. Clean up as you go along so it doesn't become a mess. Well, I do have a few grapes just in case. Just in case it wasn't enough, or maybe if I didn't like it. cleaning my teeth off, which is nice. That also helped to push things down. I should have had my tea, but I'm saving it for the gym. Yes, I do take tea to the gym. It's chilled, of course. It's not piping hot tea. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's talk about people's smarts. Don't you just love self-improvement? Don't you just love getting better and better every day as a person? Okay, so Mr. Mel Silberman talks about age cohort. Age cohort. As a part of understanding people, he says, older adults who grew up during the Depression may never feel truly secure financially. Yeah, that was my dad. I mean, we grew up thinking we were poor because my dad was such a cheapskate and he was so freaking frugal. Oh my God. I mean, thankfully my mom, she was a lot younger than him, so she didn't have that depression experience. But if it was up to him, we would wear shoes until they had holes in the bottom because that's how he grew up, you know. But so it says baby boomers tend to define themselves as the dominant culture and grew up with an expectation that their standard of living would keep improving. Generation X learned to live with a constantly changing world of technological possibilities. Yeah, that would be my generation. Yeah, and believe me, a lot of us 50-somethings, I think Generation X is between like 45 and 55. We, well, not all of us. Actually, computers first came into regular use my senior year at university, and so I pretty much went through all of university typing my papers on a typewriter, you know, deleting and making mistakes and, having a hard time fixing them. Can you believe that? You guys probably don't even know what a typewriter looks like. So when computers came into use, of course, I was resistant. I said, oh man, I gotta learn this thing because it just seems so vast and big. And then I tried to avoid it in the work world. I said, okay, I'll just take jobs that don't use computers. Well, that was pretty much impossible. So, pretty much any job that I wanted or that was worth anything to me, I would need to learn how to use a computer. And now it's just like, you know, it's easier than riding a bike. So, anyways, our differences pose many challenges to understanding and appreciating one another. They are part of the fabric of our lives. When you can hear and see others in the full richness of their diversity, you gain in wisdom. Right, so he has a couple of exercises. He says, try it. Exercises to improve understanding. Think of these activities as experiments in change. They are opportunities to try out each of the skills of understanding others in preparation for implementing your own goals for personal change. Try one or more of these experiments and feel free to invent some of your own. Okay, so the first one is listening and observing. For a couple of days, keep a log of your conversations either at home or at work and record how often you interrupt that I need to work on. I need to let people finish what they're saying, even if I'm absolutely certain that I know what they're gonna say. Usually, I'm I'm a little bit inaccurate. I don't really know what they're gonna say, even if I think I do. You can do this informally by placing an object, like a coin or paperclip, in a particular pocket each time you catch yourself interrupting. Calculate the percentage of your conversations that included interruptions. How do you feel about your interruption rate? If you're unhappy with it, choose a specific person or situation, and for one full day, do not interrupt at all. Notice how this makes you feel and how others respond. See if you can identify what makes it hard for you to hear people out. Then read the barriers and prescriptions we will discuss. Okay. And 2, think of the person you consider the best listener you know. Someone you invariably feel comfortable talking with. For a week, study his or her nonverbal behavior during conversations the person has with you or others. What does the person do that conveys interest and acceptance? Write down some of the behaviors you notice the person using. Next, notice whether any of these behaviors are part of your own present repertoire. If not, which of the behaviors would you be willing to try out? Choose 1 or 2 and practice them. These are very good tips. I'm already thinking in my head of people at work, because those are the people that most of us are around the most. I mean, I'm basically only around 2 other people. There are lots of people, but everything is separated by these cubicles. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to make a point of seeking out people who I think are good listeners. It's gonna be a bit interesting getting up from my desk and walking around. Actually, my supervisor is a good listener. Well, this is gonna be fun. Remember, you are good beyond anyone's description of you. You are good beyond anyone's description of you. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe. Donate to my Cash App. Catch me in the next video, and may you find lasting happiness. Bye.